NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Knoxville Rangers will take on Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. My name is Jeff Henson. Alongside me tonight is Jeremy Clyde. And we have a matchup between the Midwest Athletic Conference Rangers and the Shelby County Athletic League Trojans. Jeremy, both teams had one game earlier in the week on a holiday weekend. Knoxville suffered a tough loss to Anna, 42-29. Trojans, though, got their opening victory against Coldwater, 37-30.
Trojans went over to Coldwater on Saturday evening after the Buckeyes took a tough loss to Michigan. They went over there and got one against the Coldwater Cavaliers. Trojans got a big feat ahead of them. They lost previous to the season here. They lost their later senior second team all-county and Mulaney Maurer, the point guard. So there's some pieces that have to be figured out and moved around. So Coach Carson here for their Trojans early on is going to do some figuring out of who we are and what we need to do.
And for the Rangers, they opened up with Anna Rockets. Lost, as I mentioned, 42-29. A gritty effort. Battled well. Number of turnovers hampered their comeback, but played well. Lost by 13. And we'll look to rebound and take better care of the basketball and just go at it. Numbers are an issue at New Knoxville. Just one team this year. And right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 healthy bodies here tonight. A couple others not in uniform, but just 7 on the floor tonight to go against a talented Botkins team. So we'll take a short break for the national anthem, and we'll come back with our starting lineups and keys to the game here on MK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Welcome back to Botkins High School as we get ready to meet our starting lineups.
They are Mr. Mark Horton, Mr. Nathan
for tonight's ball game between the Rangers in the red and the Trojans in the white. First for New Knoxville Rangers.
And now tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the visitors from New Knoxville High School. They are number 4, Avery Albers.
Avery Albers wears number 4. She's a 5'8" freshman.
Number 5, Kiana Wellman.
Kiana Wellman wears number 5. She's a 5'8" senior.
Number 10, Bryn Egbert.
Bryn Egbert wears 10. She's a 6-foot junior.
Number 11, Addison Albers.
Addison Albers wears 11. She's a 5'10"
sophomore. Number 12, Lauren Wingler.
Lauren Wingler wears 12. She's a 5'4" senior.
Mr. Randy Cook.
And the Rangers are head coach, led by head coach Olivia Koenig in her second season, and assistant coach Randy Cook. And now for the home team tonight, the Botkins Trojans. As PA address announcer Ryan Gutman, as usual, bringing the Botkins Coliseum into a lively atmosphere.
Get on your feet and make some noise for head coach Tyler Carson and his Botkins Trojans.
First starter for the Trojans.
Starting at 1 guard is a 5'1" senior, number 2, Camden.
Camden Cole wears number 2. She's a 5'3" senior.
Starting at another guard is a 5'7" junior, number 12, D.D. Pitts.
D.D. Pitts wears number 12. She's a 5'8" junior.
Starting at a third guard position, she's a 5'4" freshman, number 3 and 1/2 of the sister Diamond, Peyton Flatfoot.
Peyton Flatfoot wears number 3. She's a 5'4" freshman.
starting at 114, 5'7" junior, number 32, Jenna Metz.
Jana Metz wears 32. She's a 5'7" junior.
And line point forward to that team, she's number 10. She's a senior. The other half of the sister platform, 5'8", Jenna Platfoot.
And Jenna Flatfoot wears number 10. She's a 5'8" senior. Trojans are coached by Tyler Carson in his second season. And he is assisted by Sarah Bergman and JV coach Andy Whistler. Before we have our opening tip, let's go to our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
New Knoxville coach Olivia Koenig brings her team in at 0-1 after they dropped their game to Anna. Her keys to the game are execute on offense, box out, and limit turnovers. For the Botkins Trojans, Coach Tyler Carson brings his team in at 1-0. He wants them to play solid defense, rebound, and transition both ways, defensively and offensively.
Rangers get the opening tip and toss it away. So the game's first turnover, and that's something you mentioned Coach Koenig talked about, limit the turnovers. Rangers in their first possession give it up. They had 30 turnovers in their game against Anna over the weekend, so that has continued to hurt the Rangers, and Botkins will likewise give it right back. So not great starts for either team, but no harm, no foul, if you will. So Rangers now will face some pressure as Botkins will look to force the Rangers into those difficult ball handling situations and force some turnovers. New Knoxville, a lucky break there. They break it down. Good job by Trojans getting back though on defense. 2-point shot by Wellman. No good. Defensive rebound belongs to Metz. Nice step through move. And I think getting hurt was number 2, Camden Paul. She had a nice move to the basket, and she went down. So we'll have a break here as she is being attended to be New Knoxville basketball. We'll take a short break. We'll come back here with more action on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Botkins. Unfortunately for the Trojans, a tough start for them. Camden Paul needs help to get off the court. An apparent foot or leg injury, and we wish her the best as, again, Botkins already playing without Melania Maurer. As that pass underthrown, turnover in New Knoxville. Their second of the game quickly here as a pressure for the Trojans. Force that one. 15-footer taken by the Trojans. Peyton Platfoot is off the mark. Loose ball stays with the Trojans. So make an asterisk by that one. An offensive team rebound for the Trojans. They'll get another look here to extend this possession. But boy, I just hated seeing Paul make a nice move. Missed a shot, but she came down awkwardly.
And especially when you, like you said, you're just getting started in the season. You've lost Melanie Maurer just about a week or so ago to a torn ACL. You're trying to get things under wraps here, and you would like to lean on, Camden Paul and Janelle.
And Paul's a ball handler, a senior. She played well last year. There's a solid person you can lean on. You're not putting pressure on someone that can't handle it. There's a tough pressure against the Trojans, forcing yet another turnover. That's the third TO against the Rangers here in the quarter. Baseline jumper up and in by number 22. Boy, the freshman coming off the bench for the injured Paul. It's a shot to catch that back plate. Wasn't the cleanest looking shot as far as going in, but bottom line, Jeremy, it went in.
Went in.
And
Be
good-
interesting to see how this is played out now for Tyler Carson. The other night went basically about 7 deep against Coldwater, and now he's down another man, so that makes him about 6. Now you're going to have to see probably young ladies and Sophie Braun and Grace Gutman now put into action here even more. Reagan McFerrin will come off the bench.
3-point basket up and in by Janelle Plattfoot.
Basket, Janelle Plattfoot.
Rangers had a good look on the other end from Addison Albers. Her jumper off the window didn't go down, and boy, the Trojans kind of come back and
In a hurry.
and made Knoxville pay with a buried triple by Janelle Plattfoot. Nice pass, assist, Bryn Egbert, bucket by number 11, Addison Albers. She's a 5'10 sophomore.
Looks like in this position, Coach Carson's going to go to letting Janelle run the point here. And then kick it to the wing, sister to sister.
Basket, Janelle Plattfoot.
Assist Peyton, finds Janelle on the wing. Little flare screen.
So Plattfoot with a couple triples, right, Janelle?
Yep.
Yeah, she hit both of them, okay, but yeah, the sisters, you're right. As Peyton, the younger sister, as Wingler's shot off the mark, rebounded by number 10, Janelle Plattfoot, and in transition, Fry. Her pass will result in a turnover, the held ball
That's a
possession.
jump ball, and that'll
So
be
turnover
Knoxville
to Botkins.
basketball.
And off the bench for another support player here for the Trojans and into the contest.
Substitution into the game for the Trojans, number 20,
Reagan McFerrin, a 5'7 senior. Full court pressure as Addison Albers gets it in and works her way down the court, but good backside help. It looked like Pitts was chasing her to nearly come away with a turnover. Instead, it's a shot by Avery Albers. So Botkins really forcing the pressure there. It looked like Dee Pitts was going to come up with a steal. Somehow New Knoxville finds an opening and picks up a foul against Peyton Plattfoot.
Sometimes it's not the steal that's right in front of you. It's on the way coming back, the Trojans, when they're retreating and transitioning. Some of those guards coming from behind getting that flick, as they call it. And Dee had one and kind of punched it into a teammate, and they didn't get a corral it, and the Rangers come away with it. And Avery Albers knocks down her first free throw.
She led the Rangers in scoring the other night with 8. And she makes 2 free throws. Rangers trail by 4, 8-4, with just over 4.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Man-to-man defense by the Rangers in the red jerseys.
Dee Pitts led the Trojans the other night with 16 points and 8 rebounds against Coldwater. We talked earlier, the JV game, Minster was here to play the Trojans in the JV game. Coach Wolf was there. Her daughter Ivy plays for UD. And so does Coldwater's Riley Risman.
You're right. So shot there by Jenna
Metz.
off the mark. Team rebound defensively for the Rangers, and they have a chance to cut into this Botkins lead. Exactly 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Halfway through quarter number 1. My name is Jeff Henshin. Alongside me is Jeremy Flyman. So Rangers and the Trojans here on this Tuesday night.
Opening night for the Trojans. Home opener.
Home opener, yep. 3-point shot, Avery Albers. She's off to a nice start. That's her 5th point for the freshman. And the Rangers have cut the lead down to 1. Following a good start by the Trojans once things got kind of going. And there's a whistle and a travel. So a lot of contact, but that contact, if you will, slowed down Plattfoot and forced the turnover.
Both teams on Saturday struggled with turnovers. The Trojans had 20 in their game against Coldwater. Knoxville had 30 in their game against Anna. And we aren't very far into this one, and both teams combined for 7 already. So probably neither coach too excited about that stat being racked up already.
That pass intended for Avery Addison off the mark. And you talked about Ivy Wolf. You need someone like that to run the offense. She took care of the basketball and could handle the pressure. And right now, both teams putting a lot of pressure on the ball. As there's a nice interior look. As Metz not able to cash in, but does draw the foul against New Knoxville. That one will go against number 11, Addison Albers.
Reagan McFerrin came down that left side of the lane Jenna Metz being guarded. Her guy came out to help guard, and then Reagan just dropped a little drop pass off around the hip there. Jenna had a shot at the bucket there.
First free throw by the 5'7" junior off the mark, and then for Knoxville is number 20, freshman, Leela Gottschalk. Knoxville, again, only one team this year. Tonight, 7 healthy players dressing, so they need to stay out of foul trouble. As Metz misses both. Gottschalk just into the ball game with the rebound, and Wingler nearly has it stripped away. Avery Albers with the basketball. Cross-court pass to her sister off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by, I think, Pitts.
By Pitts. Pitts hustling back on defense there. Able to get a hand on it.
Maddie Fry back into the contest for the Trojans. And quickly, Wellman after a short break. In for Wingler. Fry came in off the bench when Caden Paul got injured early in the game. And not too long after she came in, got her jump shot to go in and scored a bucket as Addison Albert's shot is defended. Looked like maybe blocked.
Blocker.
Well defended by Botkins. The score remains Trojans 8, Rangers 7. Janelle Plattfoot skips it over. Lob inside. Not a lot of room in there. They're looking for Fry. 5'10" Fry. She's one of the taller Trojans on the roster, but not much room there, I didn't think.
5'10's probably stretching it a little bit.
Well, you want to look good on paper, right?
Exactly.
Turnover in Knoxville. So another turnover for the Rangers.
Round up to the nearest inch, and then give yourself another inch.
Fry misses. Good offensive rebound by Plattfoot. Offensive rebound points for the Trojans. So that was following a Ranger turnover, I believe. Yes. Yep. So points off turnovers and offensive rebound, and both kind of, if you will, cashing in. Woman goes to the basket. Her shot challenged by Plattfoot and off the mark. Peyton Plattfoot, 5'4" freshman with the basketball. Over to her sister Janelle. Dee Pitts. Good move and reaction foul, if you will, as Pitts misses an interior shot. Good steal by Avery Albers. So her first foul. And only Botkins' second team foul in Knoxville with 1 foul. We talked early in the JV game this year, new rule change. You shoot free throws on the 5th foul versus the 7th as being the bonus of 1-on-1 and then 2 shots on 10. This year it's 5 fouls per quarter and no more 1-on-1 options, as we'll talk more about that as it happens. 3-pointer by Kiana Wellman, no good. Defensive board, Dee Pitts. Nice behind the back move. Shot by number 22 is up there, Madison Fry. Maddie Fry, assist by Dee Pitts. 5-point Trojan lead. Avery Albers crosses the midcourt. Screen from Wingler. Addison Albers muscles her way in. Nice move, gets her own rebound up and in. Good baseline move, didn't have a lot of room, Jeremy, but Albers able to wiggle in, gather the offensive board, and put it up for her 4th.
Nice play by Addison Albers there, way to stay after it on the basketball.
Pitts. Go ahead.
That was the first offensive rebound there for the Rangers. And now the first time we've really seen Dee Pitts attack the rim the way she did there.
The last possession she attacked with a behind her on the left side. Rangers cut her off, and then she found an open Fry for an easy, let's say, open 10-footer as Pitts hits on the free throw. And she's one of those girls that isn't afraid to go after it. She's a 5'8" junior, but plays very aggressive from what I remember from last year.
Led the team last year at 5'8" Dee did, with 6.5 rebounds per game.
Well, I think she moves without the ball so well. She's tough to defend. She's tough to check out. So bodies in motion are hard to contain. And that pass, again, a little bit too strong. Hindsight's 20/20. The pressure kind of forced a bit of a pass above the head versus a snap down or a bounce pass. And turnover to Knoxville. So how many?
They're up to number 5 now.
5? Wow.
5 and 5 for both teams. With 16 seconds here to go.
Botkins looks like they want to hold.
Double ball screen up top there. They're going to get her for a carry.
Turnover Botkins. That'll give New Knoxville plenty of time with 10.5 seconds left first quarter. Knoxville trails by 5. Botkins has applied pressure throughout, forcing the Rangers into contested ball handling situations. That one will stay
with the rock.
Well, one arrow says Rangers on the board. It says New Knoxville's ball, but the one on the half court thing
Which is the one that we're wanting to pay attention to here.
Okay. So it'll be Botkins'
So
ball.
it's a turnover.
Yep. Down to 6 seconds. Peyton shot at the buzzer is up and in.
Nice job, Jana Metz.
Offensive rebound by
Jana Metz.
I thought it was 20 Fry. 22 scored it.
Nope,
Nope, 32. You're right. Sorry, my bad. So that's all right. The first quarter score Botkins 16, New Knoxville 9. You're watching high school basketball here on NK Telco Sports. NK Telco Sports welcomes you back to our coverage of high school basketball here at Botkins, where the Rangers are taking on the Trojans. My name is Jeff Henson. Alongside me tonight is Jeremy Plyman. And after 8 minutes of action, the Trojans have survived a number of turnovers, but have a 7-point lead, 16-9.
Yeah, both teams struggling to take care of the basketball. Like you said, New Knoxville has 6 turnovers in the quarter. The Trojans also have 6. For the Lady Trojans, on their end, they were 4 for 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, and they were perfect from the free throw line at 2 for 2. For the Knoxville Rangers, 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and 2 for 2 from the field.
Well, the shot by Egbert to open the quarter was missed. Botkins got the rebound but stepped on the end line, so a turnover for the Trojans as Avery Albers misses the jumper in the middle, so Rangers come up empty-handed and got a good look at it. Block shot by Addison Albers off the attempt there by Janelle Plattfoot. Rangers had, I thought, a handful of blocks in the Anna game as Wingler's three-pointers no good, and Addison Albers will pick up her second foul of the game, number 11 for the Rangers. But I mentioned to you before the game, I thought it had 4 or 5 block shots against the Rockets.
Now they picked up another one there.
Yeah.
You know, the Rockets the Rangers, not big numbers, but Brian Egbert at 6 foot and athletic, and Addison Albers also at 5'10" in the middle of the lane. They cover some area there. Nice pick and roll there with Jana Metz.
Nice bounce pass. Metz with the hoop. Janelle Plattfoot with the textbook. Yeah, you mentioned pick and roll and the bounce pass to finish. But yeah, New Knoxville a little bit of size. Now, Addison Albers is on the bench with 2 fouls. Wingler, who's a left-handed player, likes that option on the left side. She goes to the basket, scores it, and is fouled.
On the other side there, Jana Metz and Janelle Plattfoot, like we said, got in that little pick and roll. Jana did a nice job rolling out of it, and Janelle Plattfoot did a little, what they call a pocket pass right down to her, and wide open layup for Jana Metz. Nice play by the Trojans.
Wingler good on the free throw. New Knoxville remains perfect from the free throw line at 3 for 3. Trail by 6 do the Rangers. As Peyton Plattfoot, freshman point guard. Nice back door.
Nice back door.
Boy, Diddy Pitts with the assist. Janelle Plattfoot with the answer. If Janelle had a pocket pass, what was that? That was a
back behind the back something. I don't know.
Just made it look pretty easy. New Knoxville bid on it or kind of missed the defensive or the offensive cut back door. Nice 2 bounce passes, 2 buckets. Avery Albers for 3 off the mark.
She had a pretty looking jump shot.
Jana Metz with a defensive rebound, and Botkins an 8-point lead. A chance here to give them to increase their biggest lead of 8. Dee Pitts up to McPherrin. This is Dee Pitts here. Again, she's been very creative. She's hard to guard because she's constantly moving. As Metz got kind of the ball mishandled, she travels with it.
Back into the game for the Trojans, number 22, Maddie Fry.
Coach Carson's going to have to go with 6 players here at the beginning of this game because the 3 he has sitting on the bench, all 3 of them played 4 quarters in the JV game. You get 6 quarters per evening, so they are only available for 2. So right now he's trying to play this out a little bit with just 6. You can notice they backed off on their pressure just a little bit. You wonder if that's why.
Could be, as Egbert shot is missed. Botkins the rebound, but he also deflects it away to cause a turnover. Wingler, a long 2-pointer for the Rangers, no good. Nice strong rebound by Fry. Botkins in transition, runs into Wellman. That's an offensive foul. Turnover as Peyton Plattfoot. I agree with the call.
I agree with the call.
Too much, considering Wellman was just standing there. Just too much contact on Peyton Plattfoot, and that is her 3rd foul. So keep an eye on that one as they're already limited. Remember, Camden Paul, senior guard, went down within maybe the first, minute?
Minute
and a half.
7-10.
Appeared to be an ankle injury. Now Peyton Plattfoot will sit down, and one of those players that you said played
JV, that's Grace Gutman.
Yes, so she's now using one of her. See once jersey number maybe isn't in the book. We'll see once here what Botkins will do if they'll be assessed a technical foul as they kind of go over that as Gutman is trying to get in to the ball game, and it is what it is. Worst case, it's a 2-shot or a 1-shot free throw. You do it, you move on.
There's not sometimes what we have here is we've got her listed in the book as number 11 and she's wearing 21. That's her number that she's got for JV. So maybe there is a good chance here that Grace, either A, they didn't put her number in the book right, or B, Grace might not have switched in her jersey.
Well, her jersey matches all the varsity.
Yeah, so I got a feeling here that something's mismatched in the book. And a lot of times this can be.
Maybe the PA announcer should figure out how this. Say my daughter has the wrong jersey on.
Exactly.
Tough break. But for New Knoxville, they're going to send Wingler to the line. And right now, I wasn't for sure if it was 1 or 2.
It'll be 2, right?
Well, the officials are even asking about it. It appears it'll be 2. Wingler misses the first. Misses the second.
And that technical is assessed to the bench. That is not to Grace or anything else. That is a bench technical. There's no personal foul there on the player or anything like that.
Now, I wonder, is that considered a team foul, though?
I believe it is. That would be our second one of the quarter.
That's
so
what they have on
I
the board.
believe so.
Now they've
Third.
moved up to 3rd. Well, kind of a unique thing. You don't see that often, and I'm sure Botkins will address that here after.
Absolutely. There will be. I got a feeling assistant coach Sarah Bergman will be assessed another job at the end of this game that she has to do previous to the next game.
Right now it's Ranger basketball. They will turn it over again. Pressure from the onside.
Yeah.
Even on the inbounds play, as soon as the ball handler turned it back, Botkins sent a double teamer, and New Knoxville really was just kind of in survival mode. And the results, the pressure did on that New Knoxville turnover.
We got a little bit of point guard by committee here for the Trojans. We got Dee Pitts now running it with Janelle out. Janelle's got tape around her shin over there.
And her sister's on the bench with 3 fouls.
Exactly.
And Camden Paul's injured with the ankle, and there's Dee with a nice step through. But yeah, I think those girls by committee, I think they can all probably do it. As what a big shot by Reagan McPherrin. And Coach Koenig for New Knoxville will take a precision strip timeout, a full timeout with 4:39 to play in the second quarter. It's Botkins 23, New Knoxville 12 here on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Botkins as hitting a big three for the Trojans was 5'7" senior Reagan McPherson. That dribble forces New Knoxville to call timeout. They trail by 11. It's been a game slowly being dominated by the Trojans as Rangers will have a throw-in violation. So another kind of unforced, I should say unforced. This is one of the rare times Botkins didn't have a hand on the turnover.
She just stepped across the line there, didn't she? Or
I don't know. I mean,
kind of happened. I was looking down at my paper.
I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't looking. I was kind of looking at Botkins. They pulled the pressure back. I thought, well, they're going to play half court. As McPherson feeling it, hit her last one, misses that one. Offensive stick back by Fry, no good. Fry again, no good. So 3 looks there by the Trojans, and then they commit the foul. A little bit too much pressure in the backcourt against Lauren Wingler, who was kind of moving the ball around. It's like, put it on the floor and go.
Yep.
But that's a 4th foul of the quarter, so not yet shooting opportunity. Rangers will shoot on the next Botkins foul. Knoxville only 1 foul in the quarter. That, I believe, went against Addie Albers, who's back in the ball game. She might have a couple fouls, if I remember right. But right now, Rangers with the ball, looking for some offense, trying to cut into this 11-point lead.
Is that Maddie Fry's 2nd foul or 3rd? That might have been her 3rd foul. So the Trojans have multiple on the bench with 3 fouls.
Shot missed by the Rangers. 3-point shot taken by Plattfoot. Janelle, that is, no good. Rebounded by Addison Albers. Talk about the Plattfoot sisters. We have the Albers sisters, Addison and Avery. Addison the elder. As they play pitch and catch here as Avery finds space. Shot a little bit off the mark. A little bit surprised she found an opening as the Botkins defender kind of overshifted.
Looked like somebody might have almost got a hand on it there.
That would have maybe been also why it just didn't look right. Another offensive board and a foul on New Knoxville against Wellman. A couple of multiple looks. Botkins beginning to heat up, if you will, the offensive rebounding.
Jana Metz is doing a job down there right now. On that backside, Grace Goodman's come in and giving Coach Tyler Carson some nice minutes here since Peyton Plattfoot went out with 3 fouls. She got a steal, and now she's got an offensive rebound.
Free throw off the mark. Got Chalk will come back in for New Knoxville. So Avery Albers will sit down. 23-12 with 3:20 to play in the half. Botkins, again, beginning to build a little bit of momentum here as they miss both free throws, but they will recover. Another offensive rebound through the Rangers' hands or / feet. Pitts thought about it. McPherson will fire it. Their second of the quarter. She's had a couple of those looks and looked very confident, letting it fly. She's hit, I think, now 2 out of 4 3-point shots.
Yeah, she's 2 for 3 tonight so far. But like you said, even the one she did miss, she didn't hesitate at all. She's got her feet set. All of them have come at the right kind of situation. On a kick out, where her feet are set, she's going towards the rim. She's got good rotation on her basketball, and her feet are set from the waist down. So when in doubt, let her rip.
Let it rip is right. Botkins foul against number 32, Gianna Metz. Addison Albers to the line.
Checking back into the game for the Trojans, number 22.
Albers now with 5 points in the night. This Albers Addison is a 5'10" sophomore. And a good looking shots for both of her free throws to go in. Rangers now 2 for 5 of 7. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. A 12-point Trojan lead.
There's that backdoor cut again. They've gotten them a couple times, the Trojans have.
Pitts finds space. Oh, nice move by the McClung. Didn't force it. Used a little bit of a jab step to gain some space. Kind of pulled back on balance. Made it look pretty easy. Pitts, again, she's hard to guard, but she's also a good defender. She's
Absolutely.
Very athletic. So
she does a great job on the ball.
I like how she's not using her hands. As Wellman nearly had a drop as Pitts had kind of slid by her, fallen down. That one, 2-point shot. Pitts with half a dozen. Half of her numbers, she has 6. But again, the defensive pressure she puts on and hands off makes it very challenging for the ball handler. They force a Ranger turnover. I think the turnovers again are adding up for New Knoxville. McPherron, shot off mark. Alberts, who had 10 rebounds in the game against Anna the other night, pulls down the rebound and lost the handle. Jump ball possession will favor Botkins. So turnover New Knoxville. As Alberts kind of lost it, bringing it down to court.
The struggle for New Knoxville here is that is their 3rd defensive rebound of the quarter. Lady Trojans, 5 offensive rebounds.
And they've capitalized on some of those, so they've
Absolutely
made the wound a little bit more painful. As Addison Alvarez, nice defensive play, not only with the steal or the touch, but the steal. Shot off the mark. Wingler had it, dribbled into Metz, who stole it away. Metz now, her shot harassed by Egbert off the mark and rebounded by Brent Egbert. So a little up and down there, neither team successful scoring, and under a minute to go in the half. Wingler, 12 versus 12 here. Wingler versus Pitts. Avery draws the foul against number 22, Maddie Fry. So those two freshmen going at it, probably play some junior high basketball games in the 7th and 8th grade seasons.
You would believe so.
At the line for the Rangers, number 4, Avery Albers.
So Fry with a foul, her first. And number 4, Avery Albers, a 5'8" freshman at the line. She currently has 5 points. All of them came back in the first quarter.
The Rangers will be shooting 2 from here on out.
Final 50 seconds. Rangers have been to the line quite a bit. They've had some free throws of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 attempts already. So granted, 2 of them came from the technical foul.
Right. With
the lineup in the book being incorrect, but still getting some opportunities. Botkins I have down is only shooting 4 free throws. Nice move. Can't finish. Got a little bit too much under the rim, but good execution by Wingler getting to the hoop. Could not finish. Remains a 15-point Botkins lead. Pass into the cutter behind Pitts. Turnover.
Kind of forced it a little bit there.
Egbert, no good. Rebounded by Fry. Metz over to Pitts. Down the court left side to Janelle Plattfoot. Reset here. You got to go quick. Down to the final 10 seconds. This is the person you want to have it in the hands of right now. Pitts can make a lot of things happen off the dribble. Step back. Long 2-pointer. They go out of bounds, and that will be the halftime horn. Your score after 2 quarters of action. It's New Knoxville 15, Botkins 30.
At the end of the 2 quarters,
we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second half action here on NK Telco Sports.
14 points in that second quarter, and New Knoxville scores.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
NK Telco Sports welcomes you back to the Botkins Athletic Coliseum. Jeff Henson here with Jeremy Plyman as we're at halftime of this girls high school varsity basketball game. Botkins leads New Knoxville 30-15 with their halftime numbers. Jeremy Plyman.
Here's our Grand Lake Health Systems halftime reports numbers. For the New Knoxville Rangers, 15 points in the half. They're led by Avery Albers with 6. Her sister Addison Albers has 6, and Lauren Wingler has 3. They shot 20% from the field on 4 of 20 shooting. They were 1 for 4 from 3 for 25% and 6 for 9 for 66% from the free throw line. They had 8 rebounds, and 1 of them were offensive, and 9 turnovers so far on the game. For the Botkins Trojans, their 30 points came from 2 from Peyton Plattfoot, 8 from Janelle Plattfoot. Dee Dee Pitts has 6. Reagan McFerrin has 6 on 2 3-pointers. Madeline Fry has 4, and Jana Metz has 4. They were 10 for 29 from the field for 31%, 4 of 7 from 3 for 57%, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line at 50%. They turned the ball over 12 times in the half, and had 25 rebounds, 8 of them offensively, and that was what was causing a lot of the issues for the New Knoxville Rangers in the second quarter.
Yeah, a little surprising. Botkins with a few more turnovers, but again, the volume with the shots, I think, pays off in the end. You said they shot 29 times, made 10 of those, and we don't have exact numbers, but we talked that some of those offensive rebounds ultimately led to possessions where they were able to score.
In the first quarter there, the Knoxville Rangers turned it over 6 times, and they had less of them in the second quarter. The problem was they weren't getting in the defensive rebounds. They were actually playing fairly good defense, but they weren't able to close out a possession to get the defensive rebound. Jana Metz was doing some work down there on the block area and offensive rebounding there in that second quarter.
And just flat out a little bit better shooting. As McFerrin, you mentioned, a couple of 3-pointers. That really was a spark plug. The senior stepping up and hitting some big shots. And just all around, you had 4 different girls scoring in the second period. And Knoxville, you only shoot 20% and a half. It's tough to, quote, light it up. And, boy, basketball's hard, but scoring solves a lot of issues and makes the rest of the game a little bit easier. When you can't score, everything gets a little bit more stagnant and frustrating as Albers tries to cut through the double team there caused by Pitts, who we've seen Botkins do that throughout the first half. They will send 2 bodies at 1 ball, and you think, okay, if 2's on me, then New Knoxville's got to have an opening person. And you have to be able to recognize it. That person has to be able to make himself available. And you got to be able to get them the ball somehow, and Knoxville has struggled to, let's say, take advantage of the double team. Now, one thing New Knoxville did, I thought, as well, is get to the foul line. So they had free throws. Wellman, 3-pointer, had a couple makes in the Anna game over the weekend. Comes up off the mark on that one. And it was one and done for the Rangers on a good defensive rebound by the Trojans. They go to work their first possession of the third quarter. Dee Dee Pitts.
Pitts for 2.
Hit the hometown rim or what? Throw it up and just kind of rolls in.
Yeah, a little real soft on the rim, but Dee Dee doing what Dee Dee does, getting in the middle of the lane and causing some havoc. This time, taking the jumper for herself there, just pulling up when she got in the middle of the lane.
She's all over. She was guarding over there, and then she actually slowed down Wingler on the drive. Now she's back on her girl. So I mentioned her moving without the ball is very nice. As Albers, shooter's rim on that end. So both blonde girls get friendly bounces. Dee Dee on the right side of your screen and Addison Albers on the left side. Similar shots and kind of friendly bounces. Pitts. Nice move, went in hard. The defense slides by. She says, thank you. I'm going to step up on bounce and kiss it off the glass.
Fundamentally, jump stop, let the defense go by, and get yourself a bucket. Good news for the Trojans. Camden Paul sitting back on the bench, got ice on her ankle. Probably the big news of the night there. hoping she doesn't have much more than a sprained ankle. She went down 1 minute into the ball game. You know, the Trojans are out the rest of the season without Mulaney Maurer, their .58 senior point guard, out for the rest of the year. They didn't need that hit tonight.
No, they didn't. That was a rough blow for them here as Knoxville's Wingler misses a three-pointer. Knoxville a real offensive rebound, but can't do anything with it with a resulting turnover. And yeah, I do see on the end of the bench with ice and their foot down. Hopefully it's nothing more than, say, a tweak or but those things usually take a few days. It just depends how you rehab it and how well your body responds. And big thing I always thought of when he taught me at sports medicine was legs straight up in the air and get the foot
blood
moving.
out of it.
Yep, get the blood out, or else it's going to swell up. But good luck to Camden, and hopefully a quick recover. As the Trojans, long way to go this season. As Pitts, athletic, just mentioned, she moves under control. We've seen her a couple times stop on a dime, back pedal, back step, and be under control. There she was floating, but never looked out of control.
That is the one thing that Didi's gotten a lot better at. That was one of her downfalls and faults probably a little bit as a freshman in sophomore, and even when she was younger. A lot of times she would get in the lane and she was out of control in those spots down there. As she's gotten older, she's gotten better to stay under control and a little bit more balanced. A lot of times she was getting in there and just kind of throwing it up towards the rim. Now she's learned to get in there, stop, get herself some space, and then go ahead and put the shot up. And so far right now tonight, it's working out real well for Didi Pitts.
Addie Albers makes good on both free throws. She remains perfect from the line, and she's now in double figures with 10. And Pitts with the basketball now. She has her uniform number of points, 12. She leads all scorers. Man-to-man defense by the Rangers. Nice move by, is that the Peyton?
That's Janelle.
Or Janelle, sorry, number 10. She had a kind of set up woman with a quick spin dribble. The possession, though, will favor the Rangers with the held ball. And it'll be New Knoxville basketball. They trail by 17, 36-19. Didi Pitts has had a great third quarter. 6 quick points here to start the half for the Trojans.
Shout out to Grace Gutman coming off the bench in the second quarter. Coach Carson got some real nice minutes out of her when Peyton Platfoot had to go to the bench with 3 fouls early in the second, and Janelle had been hurt. They went to Grace Gutman, and Grace gave him a nice 4 or 5 minute stretch there.
So all you can ask for is that New Knoxville gets a nice soft jumper by Wingler, the left-hander, with her 5th point. McPherson, strong, backside rebound. Metz knocked out of bounds by the Rangers. McPherson had a couple triples made in the second quarter. Missed on that one, but a backside rebound by her teammate kept it alive. Another look here for the Trojans.
I don't know how many offensive rebounds Jana Metz has, but it's got to be north of 5 of them at least, almost a half dozen, I believe. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. She's kept some possessions alive, and again, vertically, she's not real tall. So, boy, Pitts like throwing it in the ocean when she's on the beach right now.
Yep.
She's been on fire here in the second half. 8 quick ones, and you mentioned Metz, though. Right place, right time has kept some key possessions alive for the Trojans, helped them to a 17-point lead. Albers got chalk, swings over to Egbert. Quick ball movement by the Rangers. Addison just a little bit short. Pitts with the defensive rebound. Up top it goes to Janelle Platfoot. Back to Pitts. Again, she's, I'd say, the leader of the head of the snake right now. Metz inside. Too strong off the glass. Backside board belongs to the Rangers. They trail by 17. Under 3.5 minutes to play third quarter. Egbert has not scored. Egbert had 7 in the opening game against the Rockets. Egbert, mentioned that, I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
But she's been over. Now, I will say during the Anna game, she went down.
Looks like she's flexing her ankle or knee there.
I don't know, but she went down in the Anna game awkwardly, and I kind of gasped a little bit. because it looked so weird, but she bounced up, kind of
Checking back
walked it
in
off.
for the
And,
Rangers, number 5, Kiana
she's
Wellman.
being helped off here again. We hope it's nothing as she will sit down. And the Rangers, with 7 healthy bodies entering the game, are now down to 6 with her out. It looks like she's untied her shoe, so maybe an ankle. But we'll wait and see. Right now, Rangers basketball, Addison Albers through the defense. Boy, she's had some good looks at the hoop. Just have not been able to get her shots to drop here to kind of match what Pitts is doing on the other end. But similar style of players. They both are athletic, got to go to the rim.
Both getting to the rim a lot, getting in there and getting into traffic. Doing a nice job with that. Botkins alum Aaron Schmergy is the athletic trainer for the new Knoxville Rangers over there. And Janelle Plattfoot's coming out. Looks like she has a little blood on her.
Yeah, Schmergy might be a Botkins.
She's a Botkins. Yes. Yep. She used to be Aaron Schnippel.
There you go. I couldn't think of her last name or her maiden name. And yeah, that's names lost me for a moment there. And Jennifer Fry, the trainer for Botkins, did some work a couple years ago with New Knoxville. As Addison Albers remains perfect from the line, she's now 5 for 5 and has 11 points to match her jersey number. Pitts leads all scorers with 14. Albers with the free throw now with 12, and New Knoxville 15. That was a halftime score, 30 to 15, the deficit, I should say, and that's where we're at now, 38-23, under 3 minutes to play third quarter.
Sophie Braun now into the ball game for the Trojans, number 24, junior.
She had a real nice
JV game.
For some of those JV players you mentioned, played 4 quarters, so they can play 2 more in a varsity game. Gutman was one of them. She played in the second quarter, so she can play either the third or the fourth, but not both.
And it doesn't matter how much time it is.
Right.
It's, once you check in,
you're in.
And so you can play 2 seconds
or 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 50, or 8 minutes. You can play the whole quarter. Yeah, that rule has been tweaked over the years. When I played, they opened it up. You could play 5, but if you played 5 one night, you could sit out like 1 quarter somewhere down the line. You could only play like 80 per year in a 20-game season back in the day. Now it's nice move.
Up and under.
Wow. Textbook. And again, she makes, it's not hard. It doesn't have to be fast. Too fast doesn't work. She's got the pace down. It sells it. And she executes. And more importantly, she's finished. As Avery Albers gets a nice answer as she gets her second point.
And that's a
30-second, I'm sorry, it's her 8th point in the game for Avery Albers. As New Knoxville is going a 30-second timeout, and I'll keep it right here. Allow us to go through some additional sponsors that include Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Swiderman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Again, a fine thank you to all those sponsors who allow us to do this. And tonight's high school girls basketball, where the Trojans have a 15-point lead over the Rangers, 40 to 25 here in the third quarter. Rangers have slipped back into a 2-3 zone off the timeout. Wingler steps through. Wingler with the steal. Wingler on the left side. The left-hander will finish. Good defensive play and finish, capitalizing on the turnover. Boy, it makes it nice when you're left-handed. You get everything, your steals all on the left side of the court.
The Trojans have gotten it to a point a couple times where they could kind of blow it open, and Knoxville's worked hard to keep this game still inside of it there. Sophie Braun getting a two-pointer.
Well, we said she played pretty well in JV ball, and that was a big answer. You mentioned New Knoxville had cut it down to 13. New Knoxville went to a zone, but Braun, a nice jumper, a big basket here in the third quarter. Turnover, Botkins. Here's Dee Pitts. Nice bounce pass. Maybe deflected by
Gave it up
Albers.
a little late.
Yeah, maybe, unless she didn't have the angle, I thought so too. Maybe she was going to take it herself. But fine defensive play by, I think, Avery Albers. Maybe got a piece of it. Wingler on the 2-point or on the 3-point line. Left-hander in trouble again. Boy, the double team, and they panic and put it above your head and toss it. She's down low, bounce it around the hip.
The Trojans do a nice job. You put that ball on the ground and you turn baseline. Somebody, it does not matter who it is, they are coming from that wing, and it is an automatic double team. I've watched it a couple times tonight. They try to go baseline. If you don't get anywhere, the Trojans are automatically double teaming that down on the baseline.
They have the athletes to do it and they understand the principles, and they double team and force you to make a decision. Right now it's paid off. A turnover by the Rangers have given now the Trojans the ball in the final seconds. They have to hustle to get a shot off. They'll fire a three. McPherson off the mark. Third quarter buzzer has sounded. After three, Botkins 42, New Knoxville 27. We'll be back with the final quarter here on NK Telco Sports.
Both teams scored 12 points in that third quarter, and Botkins will start the fourth quarter with the basketball.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to Botkins Athletic Complex. Here I am Jeff Hench along with Jeremy Plyman. Both teams scored 12 points in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we were deficit-wise at halftime. 15-point spread, 42-27 in favor of Botkins.
The Lady Rangers shot 4 for 7 from the field in that quarter. 0 for 2 from 3, but 4 for 4 from the free throw line, shooting real well from there tonight. Only 2 turnovers in that quarter for the Rangers. That's what's kind of kept them around. That's the biggest change from early on in the game. For the Trojans, they were 6 for 10 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Dee Pitts, 5 for 5 from the field in that quarter. And they only had 1 turnover.
And a shot there by McPherson. Good backside rebound by Avery Albers. Janelle Platt will pick up her first foul, the first of the quarter. Again, fouls reset after each quarter, back to 0. Teams will shoot 2 shots on the 5th team foul of each quarter. No more will there be a one-on-one. Rangers, if they're going to make a comeback here, need to get to work offensively. And boy, another kind of in-between spot there for Addison. Didn't go off the glass and too strong, so it bounces off the back iron. But again, another opportunity. She was able to wiggle her way in there and get a high percentage shot. Turnover, Botkins.
As well as Dee's played tonight, she's shooting extremely well from the field and rebounding. Probably the one thing Coach Carson would like to see her do. Her turnover numbers do creep up there quite a bit at times. Some ill-advised passes and stuff like that.
She had 10 of the 12 Botkins points in the third quarter, did Pitts. New Knoxville, if we're going to make a run at it here, as there's a turnover to Knoxville, but give an answer to that one, because as you mentioned, Pitts causing a lot of turnovers, or creating a lot of turnovers. She caused that one by deflecting it back to New Knoxville. Addison Albers couldn't come in quick enough from out of bounds. Was the first one to touch it, however that works. Violation New Knoxville. So Pitts, who now sits down, I don't think she's been on the bench too much tonight.
No, she played 32 minutes on Saturday, and this is the first time this evening she's having a seat. So this is the first time on the season. Nice pass, Janelle Plattfoot. Oh,
yep,
Jana,
tough Metz. with a tough miss, but a beautiful bounce pass by Janelle Plattfoot. And here comes the double team again, and so someone's open, and Albert's able to drive around, but no one really open near the basket, but Albert's using her ball handling and speed, able to, again, get to the rim. Albert's girls have done a lot of penetrating and getting some shots off here in the second half in the paint.
Yeah, they have both of them. Addison numerous times is going baseline on it. Avery is coming down the middle of the lane numerous times. Avery to the free throw line, 3 for 4 this evening. Sorry about that.
Checking back in for the Trojans,
Well,
number
Pitts
12.
did not get
Phoebe
too
Pitts.
much of a break. And the second one, nothing but net. So a 14-point lead. New Knoxville went to zone late, I believe it was in the third quarter, after a timeout, maybe because of the injury to Egbert. She's on the bench with ice laying on her ankle horizontally. So not sure what happened there, but she's not playing. And really, I think just to save maybe bodies,
Yep.
Rangers go to zone defense
and kind of slow it down. The Trojans have kind of backed out of their full court press, trying to just, it looks like just trying to get through this thing here a little bit without anybody else getting hurt.
Inbounds goes to Nets up top to Pitts. Skip pass over to Peyton Plattfoot. A lot of hands in there. It'll be a turnover. So New Knoxville jump ball will favor New
That's a
Knoxville.
jump ball. That'll be
So
New
that's a
Knoxville's
turnover Botkins.
basketball.
So, a lot of time left, but New Knoxville, if they're going to make a run,
Now's
this
the time you're going to have to do it.
because it's going to just take a long time to get to 28. You need to get 12, 14 here. And there was a stretch in the end of the game late in the fourth quarter. I think New Knoxville was down by 11. Had 3 or 4 shots in the same possession around the rim. Couldn't get it to drop that would have cut it into single digits.
Janelle Plattfoot doing a nice job working through that double screen right there.
There's a foul on Botkins, so
That's on Botkins, number
that's
10,
a third
Janelle
foul. So
Plattfoot. That's her
2 more
second
fouls against
and
Trojans.
team's
New
third.
Knoxville, who's been a pretty good free throw shooting team, will get the reward of shooting free throws.
And we're early in the fourth quarter. That's going up top there.
There's
you
Luca
go.
Hahn. Saw that against Anna. They had that a couple times, and Wellman was a key passer. And it was both times to Addison and
That's on
Albers.
Botkins, number 3, Peyton
So
Plattfoot.
things are getting a little bit interesting here. The lead is 12. What I like for the Rangers is Botkins has already committed 4 fouls. So if you stay aggressive and pick up the fouls going to the basket, you get free throws. In and out, no good. Battle held ball possession will favor
That's
the
a jump
Trojans.
ball. That'll be Botkins basketball.
So it's 12, but this is the closest the Rangers have been since probably back in the second quarter.
Second quarter, I would say.
But again,
And like you said, right now, the Albers sisters are causing some issues for the Trojans. On that one right there, Avery was down in there and caused the tie-up again on that rebound, tried to pull that one away.
backside rebound into the hands of Avery Albers, a strong rebounder. As she will dribble around Trojan defenders. Here comes a double team. No one's talking. And good hustle by the Trojans, and Coach Carson says timeout. So a full timeout will be called by Coach Carson. A persistent strip timeout on the court. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight is Jeremy Plyman as we get ready to what could be a big point here with 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes, 58 seconds. If the Rangers can get a bucket here, they could cut it down to 10, or with a three-pointer, cut it to 9. And it's just been kind of a game where Botkins has seemed like they've been in control.
Coach Koenig went to that 2-3 zone down here, after the injury to Egbert, and it seems like it's kind of thrown the Trojans a little out of whack offensively. Dee Pitts was able to get in the lane in the third quarter. Now she's getting in there, and she's not quite sure that Albers isn't going for her fakes and stuff like that, and so it's gotten a little confusing in the middle there for the Trojans. On the other end, now the Rangers are offensive rebounding, and the Albers twins or Albers sisters are getting to the rim and causing issues for the Trojans.
Well, the Rangers had trouble getting the ball in bounds following the timeout. It was a turnover. Now Botkins, they're smart. They could kind of play keep away for a little bit.
Now they went man.
Yep, Coach Koenig yelling to switch defense because Botkins maybe could easily have run a lot of clock off, and now the Rangers, though, limited bodies, going to have to.
And this is where it's really dangerous if you're the Trojans, especially about right here where Dee Pitts is going to take this on a handoff, and she can go right down that lane if she wants to.
There's a foul, the first of the quarter for the Rangers. So they have 4 more to go before the Trojans would shoot free throws. Second on Wellman.
On the opposite end, the Rangers are automatically going to 2 right away.
There's a collision, and Janelle Plattfoot has popped up. Which Albers is that?
Avery
Albers has stayed down. Emily Bumbar is at the scorer's table. She will make her first.
That foul call on Knoxville number 4, Avery Albers. That's her second and team second.
Been a rough night.
Yeah, there's, like we said, athletic trainers Aaron Schmergy and Jen Fry have been awfully busy tonight. Janelle Plattfoot's over there with her leg taped up. She's been out twice bleeding. Camden Paul, the senior guard for the Trojans, do-it-all shooter for them, out since the minute into the game. Bryn Egbert got hurt in the third quarter, and now Avery Albers heading to the bench for the Rangers.
Yeah, I have no idea. Obviously, she got tangled up with Janelle Plattfoot, I believe it was, and got called for the foul. Fell down. I don't know if hard telling what she hit or what she strained or what she pulled
or just bumped.
Yes, I mean, it's hopefully just a little bit of a stinger. So the Trojans back to work offensively. Really in no hurry to score. They have a 12-point lead, but you don't necessarily want to shut down your offense. Pitts kind of had an awkward approach. Got deflected, and they give it back in a turnover. So Pitts try to make a move, and I won't say force the issue, but make something happen. Couldn't get it done. Turnover Botkins. And again, New Knoxville, who following that timeout had a chance to get to single digits.
And sometimes there you wonder, just the situation doesn't call for it. You're at 12, you're kind of down short of man, and now you're only up 10.
Albers. Well, there's that strength. Albers, a pretty strong player. Tough shot coming across the lane, and had gone past the rim and had to kind of turn back and bank it in, and got it to drop a 10-point deficit with just over 3 minutes to play. Going to the basket, not getting it to drop, is number 21, Grace Gutman. She'll have a 2-shot opportunity here for the 5'7" junior.
At the line for the Trojans, number 21, Grace Gutman.
Now that you don't mind. She's coming down the right-hand side. She's attacking the rim. It's pretty much a good layup. That one you're okay with. You're swinging off that. That's what you want to do on that weave, is come off there.
Free throws missed, though. So New Knoxville needs to secure the rebound. Either way, they're going to have a chance to
cut it to single digits.
Yep. Gutman, second of 2. No good. Addison Albers, I should say, defensive rebound. Got chalk over to Wellman. Rangers trail by 10. Under 3 minutes to play. Albers has been their offense. She is going to be fouled.
She's going to the free throw line.
And that's the, yep, that's
That foul's called on Botkins,
5
number
fouls,
32,
so
Jana
that will be a
Best. That's her
2-shot
second,
opportunity.
and she's fifth at the line, shooting
That's
2 for the
6 for
Rangers.
7
number
on the
11,
night coming
Addison
into this.
Albers.
Yep, missed her last free throw, which would have been a 3-point opportunity. Let's cut it now to 9. In for the Trojans, number 20, Reagan
Substitution
McPherson.
checking back into the game for the Trojans, number 20, Reagan McPherson.
Addison Albers with 17 points on the night. Short, battle for the rebound. You know what? It'll be New Knoxville basketball. You have to be careful saving it under the enemy's basket. It didn't happen there, but sometimes you can tip it right to a Ranger. They say thank you and they score.
Absolutely.
So this is almost better where you can play 5-on-5 or 5-on-4 because
they're going up top to Albers again.
this would make it, oh, that would have made it 7. So tough break for the Rangers. They trail by 9. See if Botkins can run some clock. That one missed. Rebounded by Addison Albers. Wingler has got to understand Didi pitches behind her. She doesn't, and that'll be New Knoxville ball. So the Rangers get a break here, but boy, got to sense the Trojans with their athleticism, always putting pressure, especially on the backside. 9-point lead. Trying to find Albers. They find her. Albers look for her to go to the hoop. Just lost a handle. Gets her own rebound, and she is fouled. Albers had a great move, Jeremy, going to the basket. Looked like she lost a handle. Couldn't get the nice fingertip control that she was hoping for.
She's going to go and shoot more free throws.
Number 11, Addison Albers.
Well, the inbounds play that she had the opportunity on would have cut it to 7. That one's short. She's come up short on her last 2 free throws.
And that's a 30-second timeout charge to Botkins. That's their
Carson
first charge.
of the Trojans will take a
30-second
30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching high school girls basketball on NK Telco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Mr. Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Mr. Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
2 minutes, 17 seconds left in the ball game. 9-point lead here, but New Knoxville has climbed back. They had trailed by as many as 15 or 17 here in the second half. Had some looks here to cut it definitely down to 7 or 6. It remains 9. Addison Albers with 17 points on the night to shoot the second of 2 free throws here to cut it to 8. That's 8.
Now here comes the press again.
They get in the Mets. Home run pass works. Knoxville with over 2 minutes to go. See what's they only have 3 fouls, so they can play very aggressive. As Botkins, I don't think, is even really looking to score. And Knoxville will commit their 4th foul. So they'll have to do one more until they force the Trojans to shoot free throws. That foul goes against number 2, Emily Bumbauer. 5'3".
Number 2, Emily Bumbauer, that's her first, and team's 4th.
Janelle Plattfoot finds her sister Peyton. Again, Botkins, under 2 minutes to go, really doesn't need to score. Just hang on to the basketball. New Knoxville's going to have to foul at some point. Sorry, that is the 4th Ranger foul of the quarter, so the next one will be free throws. So find out.
Coach Carson yelling for his offense to move. They did. They've gotten real stagnant, kind of standing around.
And it's tough
and it's
when
kind
you're
of letting Knoxville back in.
It's tough now when you're not probably supposed to shoot to stay. How do I stay offensive? I'm not supposed to score. And I was about ready to say, I wonder if Knoxville will foul anyone but Pitts, just because she seems to be the scorer. You know, she's 2 for 2 from the line. Botkins has not had many free throw attempts.
And Dee was real good from the free throw line on Saturday at Coldwater. I believe she was 8 for 9 or 8 for 10, which is props to that young lady because it was one of her downfalls she had last year at a point in time. She was shooting under 50% from the free throw line, and now she is doing real well this year, and it looks really pretty the way she shoots.
Very good there. She made 2 critical ones there. Knoxville's got to score quickly. Addison Albers with the basketball. She's been the go-to. They almost could have got a foul. There's another body goes down. And Dee Pitts got up. Addison is getting up. And the Rangers will commit a foul. Addison Albers. And who did they foul? Was it Pitts?
I think it was Dee.
She appears to be okay anymore. You hold your breath every time someone goes down. There's been a rough night here for some injuries, if you will, and go to the other end here. And really a minute 27 to play. It looks like Botkins, unless the Rangers can really get heroic here with some offense, are going to hold on and win would put them at 2-0 over 2 MAC schools, Coldwater over the weekend and New Knoxville.
Coach Olivia Koenig's got to be real happy that she is off this weekend, and they're not playing until the 5th when they take on Wapak. So she's got to be.
They're going to need it because you got some people that need healed, and with limited numbers, if they can't go, you're almost jeopardizing some of the ability to play the ball game.
Dee Pitts 6 for 6 from the free throw line this evening.
Has taken care of business in clutch moments, causing some tough defense there against the best Ranger offensive threat.
They moved her over onto Avery Albers here too.
And
that's probably a good matchup for her.
I mean, I'm sure she's a very good defender. Right there, there are a lot of kind of reaching in, which reaching in isn't a foul, it's a contact that's a foul, but boy, when you reach in, you give the referees the appearance that you're making contact sometimes. But under a minute here to play, just about 12-point lead as Wallman with the basketball. Can't quite get her there. She gets a shot off a little bit too strong, and that is going to probably end any hopes the Rangers have, and they're going to foul Pitts, who's going to get a chance to pad the stats. She has 20 in the game.
The foul on New Knoxville, number 12, Lauren Wengler, that's her second.
So Pitts is
at the line, she was
6
2
of
for the
6 from the
number
line.
12, Delana Pitts.
She was 5 of 5 from the field in the third quarter. So
she really kind of took this game over in the second half here and kind of blew it open for the Trojans.
And misses her first free throw of the night there with 50 seconds to play.
I shouldn't say blew it open, kind of kept them in it. Kept the distance where it was.
Back to a 13-point lead, but the Rangers would cut it down to 9 and had 2 chances with some shots and such that could have cut it to 7 and 6 and maybe even 5. So accolades to the Rangers for not giving up. As the Rangers will go to work with Albers, who shot off the mark.
A lot of that work done by the Albers sisters here for the Rangers.
And Avery got hurt in that collision. So the Rangers here, we'll see once they foul or will play defense the final 20 seconds. It looks like the Rangers will settle back. And the final score is going to be 47-34. But Trojans a nice start to this young season with, again, a key loss to Melanie Maurer, something you weren't expecting for in the offseason. And they will advance to 2-0 in the young season. Botkins Trojans 47, New Knoxville Rangers 34. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Jeremy and I will recap today's game and announce our NK Telco player of the game here on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip. the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Comeback and prevail with a victory. And I think Jeremy's ready with our final game stats. Jeremy Plyman.
For the New Knoxville Rangers, who fall to 0-2 on this evening, or on the season, they were 9 for 32 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, and 15 for 22 from the free throw line. Did a really nice job getting to the free throw line. Addison Albers did a real nice job at the free throw line, getting there and getting some offense there. They had 13 turnovers on the game, 16 rebounds. 2 of those were offensive. For the Lady Trojans, they were led by Camden Paul tonight, Dee Pitts. They were 16 for 40 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, a lot of those from Dee. They had 16 turnovers, 31 rebounds, and 9 offensive rebounds. Not as aggressive on the offensive boards in the second half. It kind of got a little slow at times in the second half. There was a different kind of pace than they had in the first half.
And some of that could have been maybe a Rangers defense, but when we went to zone, but in the third quarter, I thought Pitts did really well, hit 5 of 5 of his shots. But at the end of the third, beginning of the fourth, their offense really seemed to struggle. But you know what? They held on. They withstood a New Knoxville run and answered back, making some free throws down the stretch.
And it's game number 2 of the season. So, and like you said, the Trojans have lost Mulaney Maurer in the last week and a half out for the season. A minute in, they lost Camden Paul. And then they had one of their other starters, freshman Peyton Plattfoot, went to the bench in the second quarter with 3 fouls. Yeah. So there was a lot of different looks going on. It was a little bit of point guard by committee there at times tonight for the Trojans. So, I mean, a win's a win. And now you go on, and their next game, they'll play Parkway on Saturday at Parkway.
So they have a next man up mentality, if you will, for this season early on, and they're going to have to battle through and see once Paul will be ready for that matchup here in a few days. But
I bet Coach Carson moves a couple more of those JV girls to the bench.
Yeah, or not play them as many in the JV game, because you're going to need some extra bodies to go full game against Parkway. So individual numbers, leading scorers.
Leading scorers for the Trojans, Dee Pitts at 21 points tonight, and for the Knoxville Rangers, Addison Albers finished the night with 17.
And she was 8 of 11 from the line, was Addison Albers. You mentioned Pitts, 21 points, 7 of 8 free throws shooting, and that included 5 of 6 in the final stanza to withhold or keep that Ranger lead as
and Rangers. Both teams struggled, and both those girls were guarding each other for a while, and they were kind of putting it ended up in, especially in the third quarter there, it was Pitts versus Albers on both sides of the floor, and they were neither one of them was struggling. Each of them was struggling to stop the other one offensively.
Yep, good battle between those two. Fine win for the Trojans. Good battle for the Rangers. Obviously some things to work on, but thought maybe for a while they're going to get blown out by 20 plus. They cut it down to 9 in the fourth quarter, similar to the Anna game. Got it down to 11 and just couldn't make enough plays after that to get with more striking.
Kind of hung around, and a lot of it, some is their numbers. Albers looked tired at the end. I mean, she had played a lot of minutes in there. She's in there, and Jana Metz was guarding her for a long time. Dee Pitts. Those two are going to be physical with you. And that was, you could tell the wear and tear on after 32 minutes is probably working on Albers pretty hard there.
Well, before we sign off, Jeremy, we're going to select our NK Telco player of the game. And if you're watching, listening, you probably have a pretty good idea of who we think that award goes to. And Jeremy, the final answer?
We're going to go with Dee Pitts. Dee Pitts finished the night with 21 points. We don't have the rebound numbers, but she had numerous offensive or rebounds again. A lot of defense. She came on, ran the point a lot when Camden Paul was out. When it kind of settled in, Dee was the one that was out there running the point and kind of facilitating offensively. So Dee Pitts, our NK Telco player of the game.
Congratulations to her and to the Trojans on their win. And that'll wrap up our broadcast here tonight. And for my partner, Jeremy Plyman, for our engineer, Austin Ambergy, my name is Jeff Henshin. We hope you enjoyed this telecast. And thanks for watching here on NK Telco Sports.